Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a crab bisque that's whole food plant-based. I know, right? Really, this recipe should be called a soy curl bisque, but I'm just throwing crab in there for anyone that might be missing seafood but still wants to keep it whole food plant-based and vegan. So this recipe is really simple. It makes quite a lot. This recipe can serve anywhere from 4 to 8 people depending on your soup bowl serving size. I love this recipe because it's really quick and easy and the flavors blow you away. If you've been missing that creaminess and the taste of crab bisque, then you definitely need to make this. And if you're not a fan of seafood, or you weren't before you went plant-based, you can, go a little bit easier on the seasonings and that won't give you quite as a seafood taste. So we're gonna get started. I have 1 cup of cashews right here. We're actually going to put everything in a pot and boil it to soften. So the cashews are raw. They're gonna go in here as well. So that's 1 cup. I have 1 large cauliflower that I chopped up, and that entire thing is going in. We're pretty much going to boil this until the cauliflower is nice and soft. And all the flavors really come together by doing this in 1 pan. I'm also going to add my seasonings to this dish, but I have 1 tablespoon of miso, I have 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, I have 1/4 teaspoon of celery seed, I also have 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and I'll have all the measurements linked below. You also could add some Old Bay seasoning, but Old Bay does have salt in it, so I just kind of made my own Old Bay seasoning with our miso. Totally up to whatever you want to do. And we're going to add our water. So you need 2 cups of water, or just enough that you can, it shouldn't be covering everything completely, but it should be enough that, your cauliflower can be steamed. So I'm also going to add in our garlic. You need 3 cloves of garlic. I have 3 large cloves, and that's it. Now you just need to boil until everything is nice and softened, the cauliflower is done. That's how you know it. You're also going to need a high-speed blender, or you would need an immersion blender for this. We're pretty much going to soften the cauliflower and then transfer everything, all the spices and everything, over to our blender, and we're going to cook it on our blender. If you don't have a high-speed blender, you could just immersion blend this. You might need to add a little bit more water if you're going to immersion blend, but you could do that as well in a pan. So I'm going to go boil this, cook the cauliflower till it's nice and soft, and I'll see you guys in a second so we can do our soy curl part of it. I just stirred everything up and put the lid on, and we're gonna let the cauliflower steam. So that's gonna take around 8 to 10 minutes. And what you could also do is, if you want to make it more seafood, I think this is a really nice flavor for me personally, but if you really like seafood, or if you're wondering how to get iodine, you could put some of the dulse flakes into your pot as well, and that would definitely give it more of a seafood flavor. I'm gonna skip this for now because I just it's just a mild, nice reminder of crab bisque, but still nice and creamy. So that's how I like it. But you could add more if you like more. I think, especially if you serve it to guests, it's nice to go on the milder side than to overpower it. So for the soy curls part of this is, you're going to get soy curls. They're just dehydrated soybeans that Butler Foods makes. You can get them off of Amazon. I'll have it linked below. What I just do is I just open the whole package and I filled it up with water to rehydrate it. You're gonna let it sit for around 10 minutes, and then you're gonna drain the water. I'm just gonna do it all at once. I may not use all of it in my soup tonight. I like to just have shreds in our refrigerator for whenever we like to use them. I make a barbecue recipe. We use it for lots of stuff. I'll link the barbecue recipe I have somewhere up on the screen. But I'm gonna show you how to shred it, and that's amazing on its own if you've never had shredded soy curls. But we're gonna use some of it for our lump crab in our dish, but we're just gonna add that in at the very end. Since soybeans are already rehydrated and it's already cooked, you don't have to reheat it if you don't want. What I'm gonna do is use the temperature of the soup to really heat the soy curls, but you could, if you wanted to, you could, bake these or do whatever you want, as well, if you're looking for that texture for a different recipe. I just think it really works well with this one, just to fold it in at the very end. Plus, you're not dirtying a dish, it's already done. So let them rehydrate for around 10 minutes. You'll notice that they become more springy than nice and brittle when you put them in. And we're gonna drain them, and then I'm gonna show you how to shred them. But we're just letting the cauliflower and everything get nice and soft. This recipe is super easy, super quick, feeds a ton of people. And when you think about it, you know, you put a cup of cashews in there, and we're using soy curls, so there's more fat in this, but 1 cup, you know, of cashews, this isn't a one-person meal. So if you split it from 4 people, you're only getting 1/4 of a cup, and if you extend it further, you're getting less and less. So if you're worried about the cup of cashews that we put, you know, don't skimp on it, because it really gives the creaminess of the crab bisque. Same with the cauliflower. You don't want to like play around and do any other ratios. But just, you know, think about it, it makes a huge amount. So the soup is really filling as well with the soy curls and the cashews. So you don't need to, you know, eat a huge amount of it. You're not eating a whole cup of cashews, you're not eating half a cup. Although the soup is really good, you might be tempted to have it night after night. But yeah, so I wouldn't worry about that. But I'm excited for you guys to see the final product. So we're gonna let these sit for a little while. I'm gonna cook down our cauliflower so it's nice and tender with a fork, and then I'll see you guys to kind of like put it all together. We'll do the shreds, and then we'll blend the soup, and that's it. So easy. I hope you guys are enjoying this recipe. I love making soups, and this one is just a creamy, wonderful kind of, just hits that spot. And if you've been missing seafood and you're plant-based and don't want to include it, you know, you want to stay away from that stuff, this is a way of having it that's healthy and will still give you all of those, you know, underlining tones of a crab bisque. But it should be called a soy curl bisque for sure. I'll see you guys in a second. Time for the soy curls. So what I did is I drained the water off, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a cup to a cup and a half to our blender. You pretty much just want it to cover your blade, and we're going to put it on low and let it shred. What I love about this is that it makes the perfect shredded soy curls. You can put this in any recipe to pretty much replace meat, and it's healthy. And the key to doing this successfully is just to take your time and not overfill your blender. Just do it in batches, and as it comes out, I'm going to put it in our bowl until everything's done. And this is just so easy. We can make this with so many recipes. I'm gonna have a ton of them coming out with shredded soy curls. This is kind of like our first sneak peek of it. But do this with your soy curls, you won't regret it. It's fantastic. And we're gonna add it as our lump crab at the very end. And then I'm gonna have a bunch of it left over if I don't wanna add like a ton of it to our dish. You can kind of play around if you'd like more or less. You can save it in the refrigerator. You can make our barbecue soy curls with it, which are really good. Yeah, just a great way. But I just love, I usually make a package, just keep it in the fridge and kind of add it to dishes as needed. I love Butler soy curls so much. So we're gonna go shred this. If you've never shredded your soy curls, try it out. Let me know if you like it. And once we're done shredding, then I will put together the soup. Super easy, right? So I'm gonna go do this, and I'll see you guys in a second. Soy curls are finished. They're right here, all shredded. Look beautiful. Probably could go for chicken. It's pretty scary how much, once you shred it, it really looks like it. And then the soup, I just moved everything, even the liquid, over to a high-speed blender, and we're gonna blend, and that's pretty much it. If you do want to use the dulse seasonings, I would do it at the end after everything's nice and blended, or you could put this on the table and let people add it to their liking. But I'm gonna go blend this. I'm gonna show you the beautiful color it turns out, and we can add our soy curls and try it. But this is a very easy, whole food, plant-based soy curl bisque, crab bisque, whatever you want to call it. It's vegan, it tastes amazing, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'm gonna go blend this, and then I will show you the final product, and I hope you guys make it real soon. With the Vitamix, I can just let it heat up and serve it from here. But if you don't have a Vitamix per se, you can always return it to a pot and then heat up in there. We are going to give this to a family member. It makes around 5 cups, but we are going to take a little bit just to taste it. This is a really good kind of mix between a creamy potato soup and a creamy crab bisque. But like I said, if you add more of your seasonings that are seafood-like, then it's going to give it more of a crab bisque flavor or seafood bisque flavor. If you don't like that, then, you know, just do what I do, the minimum. It just has a slightness to it. If you're somebody who isn't used to using miso instead of salt, you might need to add more miso. I'll put it all in the description below, kind of how to tailor it, but this is a great when I do soups, or like a base, and then you can kind of fix it to your like. You can add some red pepper, make it a little bit spicy, however you like, but it makes a nice creamy soup. So our shredded soy curls are here, and what you can do is literally just fold it in, sprinkle in as much as you want for your serving, and that's it. You can also add some smoked paprika or paprika on top and make it look really nice and fancy. But I hope you guys like this recipe. It's quick and easy. It gives you that seafood niche if you like it. If not, it's just a great soup recipe as well. Even if you're not a fan of seafood, don't add any of the extra stuff I said. Once you get a spoon, you can just fold in your soy curls to make it look like lump crab. But I hope you guys enjoy this. If you add more paprika, it's going to make it more of a red color. If you want it more of a white color, add in less, or add it in when you serve it. This is just a great soup recipe. I hope you guys try it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next video for more plant-based recipes. But I'm going to go enjoy this, and you guys have a good night. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.